Today I'm just really excited because I got a lot more Moldavite, and really I just want to talk about my Moldavite because I love it so much, and I figured I could maybe make a video and show you guys my Moldavite collection. Maybe someone will be interested to just look at Moldavite. Like, I love watching other people's Moldavite videos and just looking at pictures of Moldavite, so I'm hoping maybe there's somebody else that will enjoy that as well, and it's not just me being a weirdo. So yeah, that's what this video is. Here is my Moldavite collection for you guys, and I'll kind of like talk about some of my more favorite pieces, and yeah, that's what's going down here. Okay. So the first thing I want to show you is my necklaces that I'm wearing, just because I just think it's hilarious, and I just made this yesterday. So, oh, these are just some Moldavite pieces that I strung together on here. I've got these different knots that I'm going to be putting some other pieces on. The problem is I ran out of copper wire. I wonder why. But yeah, anyways, this is just kind of my new necklace that I made, so I'm super excited about that. And okay, here's my other pieces. All right, so first things first, I'm just going to kind of give you guys a little aerial glance here at all my pieces. You're not just watching me talk about them one by one if you don't really care. So this is all the Moldavite that I have so far. I know I'm gonna get more because I have a problem. And then I'll kind of like do a little thing over here. Oh yeah. I love Moldavite. That's my bezetness. Oh, it's beautiful. And then this is my new necklace. So yeah, that's all I've got so far. You definitely don't need this much, I promise you. You only need this piece right here that is my center. That is the very first piece I got, and it's actually the lowest in weight. And crazy powerful piece. You don't need this much. I just have an obsession, guys, so that's what this is. That's my Moldavite. Now I'm going to kind of individually show you some pieces that kind of stick out to me that I think you'll like. Here's my first piece of Moldavite. And so this piece is incredibly powerful and holds a super special place in my heart because of course it was my first piece. Now my story with this one is that I bought this because I thought it looked cool. I had no idea what Moldavite was, and so I wasn't expecting anything. It used to have this cool wire wrap coiled around it that it came like, and that's kind of why I bought it, is because of the wire. The girl who made it, she did a really good job. I ended up taking it off to put it in my bandana thing. That's why it's out now. But anyways, that's why I bought it. And I was noticing crazy changes from the get-go. What I really have imprinted this piece for, in my mind, what this has really had the most effect on me for, is showing me discomfort. And the reason I say that is because that's one of the staple things of Moldavite, is it makes you uncomfortable when you're not necessarily in alignment with your full potential or your full purpose. So, of course, that's what I felt with my first piece the most, was uncomfortable, like kind of this tension of feeling like I was not living the correct, quote-unquote, kind of life, if that makes sense. This is the piece that made me really start hating my job, my living situation, pretty much my ideas of who I was. This piece made me really uncomfortable, and I love it so much because of that, because it really showed me who I am not, so that I could figure out who I am. So yeah, that's my first piece of Moldavite right there, and I love it. This right here is my second piece of Moldavite. Okay, so this one is actually my biggest in weight, and this one is a little bit less than 12 grams. I recently found out because I forgot for a while how much it was. So this piece is just a little bit less than 12 grams, and this piece is, of course, really special to me because it was after I had discovered the power of my first piece and became like really obsessive with Moldavite and like, whoa, magic is real? Like, crystal energy is real? What the heck? Like, I never believed in that stuff before, guys. Like, never ever would I think that that was real. I just thought it was hilarious, people who were like, oh yeah, the power of crystals, and oh yeah. So it cracked my mind open to this whole world, and then I brought this piece in. And that's because I all of a sudden was like, I need more of this magic in my life. I was so obsessed. So I, of course, got this really expensive, really big piece because that's what I wanted next. I wanted some massive power. And so this one I wear all the time, except for like 30 minutes to an hour each day where I kind of let it hang out in the sun to clear and charge. But it doesn't really have to that much with Moldavite, side note, but I like to do it anyways because my Moldavite likes the sun. And that being said, this piece, what this one does the most for me is it just makes me feel open to other people and a lot of love. And I know it's weird that I'm talking about it like each piece does something different. The truth is that all Moldavite kind of has this kind of staple effect to it of transformation, and however that transformation would make sense in your life, the way that it will interact with you in that way. For me, though, I almost feel like each of my pieces has kind of a different personality. They're all doing the same thing, but it's like they kind of take a different angle. And oh yeah, that reminds me, I have Moldavite earrings as well. I almost forgot to show you guys those, so I'll talk about those in a second. But anyways, they all kind of have a different personality to me. And that could be my mental projection as to when I got that piece, what I was personally going through. So that could be it. But still, I feel like each of my pieces kind of electrifies me in a slightly different way. So I'm just talking about it like they have different personalities. So the piece of this personality, it just makes me feel love. This is the piece that I really opened up to, like during while I was working with it and just was mainly working with this one. I really opened up to a lot of people in my life. I kind of cracked open to this idea of love and this more kind of like hippie dude that I am now, this kind of energy I did not have before. I was very dark, very isolatory. Pretty much the only thing I liked doing was like working out hardcore and like punching bags. So big change, okay? Big change. So yeah, that's what this piece represents to me, and I really have a lot of heart for it. The third piece that I brought into my life is my most expensive piece. It's not the biggest in weight, but the Bezednis pieces are truly expensive, and it's because they're like more rare. Don't quote me on that, but also a lot of people say that they're more powerful. I'm not going to say yes or no to that. I'm just going to leave you with a lot of people say it's more powerful. So this is my Bezednis piece, and this piece I really could not wear that often in the beginning, even though I'd been working with Moldavite and really obsessing and already had been making a lot of videos. That piece to me had a really intense and kind of aggressive energy to it. And so I didn't really wear it that much at first. I only started wearing it 24/7, maybe just like 3 weeks ago, interestingly enough. And I think it took me a while to kind of vibrationally adjust to having that in my energy field. So in that, maybe you could take what I'm saying here about the power of the Bezednis pieces. It just had this aggressive kind of energy to it. I wouldn't necessarily say it's more powerful, it just felt more aggressive to me. That's my opinion. And it kind of made me feel a little bit like kind of tweaky and agitated. Now, again, of course, my very first piece here made me feel uncomfortable, but the Bezednis almost made me feel kind of agitated. Now, I really do never take this off. To me, this is my guardian piece. I know that sounds a little bit weird, but it's my guardian. That is my protective piece. That piece protects me. In my mind, the way that I place it is that piece protects me from outside, like, quote unquote negative energy, right? It's my guardian piece, basically, is how I'll say it. So that piece is super important to me. I go to sleep with it hanging above my head each night. I wear it all day. I love it a lot now. It was pretty aggressive at first though, but beautiful, beautiful nonetheless. And then of course I skipped my earrings here, which these were actually my third piece. So the Bezednis is my fourth. I always forget that I even have these. I never take them off. Not for any particular reason other than I'm just lazy and I don't feel like taking them off and putting them back on. But these pieces to me, they're just always there. So vibrationally, these are pretty much just like concretely attached to me. And I really love these earrings, but like I said, I forget that they're there. It is pretty tiny, to be honest with you guys. I don't really notice too much from them. What I did notice at first was kind of like it would make it so when somebody would say something like mean to me, for instance, because I kind of am a empath with people, but also I used to care a lot what other people thought, it would kind of help me kind of shield myself. Like it felt like this kind of wall around my head where it's like people could say things or think I'm dumb or whatever, and it would just go over me, or through me rather. And so that's kind of what I placed these as, but now really they're just in my ear all the time. So I don't really know. I never separate from them. So like I said, it's just part of me now. So yeah, those are my Moldavite earrings. Now, those were my first 4 pieces. So just yesterday, this is what inspired me to make the video, is I got all these other pieces. So they're all new to me. I'm not going to describe to you their personalities or stuff because I'm still working with them. But I will tell you that I opened the box, I put them in the sun for like 20, 30 minutes, just saged them just because I like saging. There's kind of like back and forth of whether that does anything or not. I don't really care. I like sage. It doesn't hurt, so I do it anyways. So that being said, I don't know much about these pieces yet, but I will tell you that whoo, I got a lot of Moldavite now, and it's really, really intense. Like, I'll just stand here and I'll just look at them, and I'll be like, oh yeah, my Moldavites. I love them so much, guys. I just love my Moldavites so much. So now I'm gonna cut from this kind of angle where I'm like holding it and talking to you, and just kind of pan over and kind of show you under some light my new pieces, just so you could kind of see and check them out. You know you have a problem with Moldavite when you take separate pictures of your Moldavites and make a background for your computer with it. What? Okay, so I know I said I'm going to show you the other pieces, but I just wanted to show you, because I couldn't quite get the camera to focus before, these pieces. You can see all the cool little, like, craters in it. I really like this one because it looks alien. It looks like an alien, like, meteorite head to me. So, yeah, this is the piece I never take off. Ever. Except to charge it real quick. So, I guess sometimes I do. But, yeah, so that's that one. Da-da-da. So that was my second piece. This is a close-up of my first one. This one you can see is really interesting looking. And I had not seen a piece like this before. And of course it was my first one, but even since I've been bringing all this other Moldavite into my life, I haven't seen any other pieces that look like this, so it's really strange to me. I think maybe it's like a cut piece or something. I don't know. So that's that one. And then here's my Zedness. And this one, the reason I wire wrapped it like crazy is because, like I said, it's my most expensive piece. I'm not even going to talk about how much this cost me. I'm trying to forget. But it's so expensive. I was so scared when I first got it that I was going to like chip like some of these smaller pieces towards the end. So I basically wire wrapped a huge cage around the front of how I'd be wearing it. So if I banged into anything or knocked up against anything, it would hit the wire and not the piece itself. So that's why it's wire wrapped like craziness. But yeah, this piece is really intense, I'll tell you. Really, really intense. Okay, so that's those. Now I'm going to go ahead and show you the other pieces if you're interested in seeing. So this is one. I really like this one. This one's got some really intense energy to it. I'm not even going to wrap this one because what I like doing with this one is looking at it. I don't know what it is about this one. I really like looking at this one and holding it. So I'm not going to wrap it or make a necklace. I'm just going to keep it to just look at and play with. So that's that one. Then I've got this one too. And these are all the new pieces. That's why I'm not giving you like a story with them. The story with these is that I just have a lot of Moldavite now. So I'm like tweaking on Moldavite power basically. So yeah, that one's really cool too. I'm really digging these. This is the smallest piece I have. This one I think I'm actually going to make a necklace out of because it's a really small one and it would be like a good starter piece for somebody who is not expecting the transformation of Moldavite, I feel like. And that being said, I'm going to give it to my little brother. I will warn him. He won't believe me because he doesn't believe in the power of crystals, I'm guessing. We haven't really talked about it. But I'm going to make a necklace out of this and give that to him. My little brother is a lot like me. So yeah, I want him to have some Moldavite because I love it. I think he'll love it too. And you got this piece. piece is pretty interesting as well. It looks kind of strange. This one I think is really cool and unique. It's like a, I don't know what I want to say this one looks like. I like it though. Of course I like it, but yeah, so that's that one. And then of course I got these pieces, which will be a little bit harder to show you because I'm wrapping them on a necklace, but I'm gonna do my best. So there's this one. This one's kind of like a spiky ball. It's pretty cool. And there's this one, which is like a thicker piece I put on there. Real nice. You got this one. And if you guys are still watching this video, then you're a total Moldavite lover. I'm just telling you. I mean, I'm just talking about Moldavite and just showing you. I mean, if you're still watching this video and you don't own Moldavite yet, you should take this as a sign that you should probably get some Moldavite because you're watching some dude talk for however many minutes this video is going to be and just showing you Moldavite. So I would say that definitely means you're ready for some Moldavite and you should get it. This piece I really like too. It's really thin and cool. It just reminds me of like a piece of bark, Moldavite bark. I really like this one. I feel some really incredible energy from it. I'm digging it. And then lastly, you got this one. So there's so many different unique pieces, and no single piece is the same as another. And I mean, that's obvious, I know, but Moldavite is just so incredible, guys. I mean, obviously you could tell that I love it just looking at all this, but I love it so much. I love it so much. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like I said, if you literally watched from the start of the video to the end, get some Moldavite, or if you already have it, that's super awesome, and thank you for watching. But seriously, trust me, a lot of people, they wonder, am I ready for Moldavite? You know, like, is it going to be too intense? Is it really going to do anything for me? Is it the right time? If you just watch this whole video all the way through, you definitely are ready for Moldavite, and it is the perfect time to bring some Moldavite into your life. I promise, I promise, I promise. That being said, I make a lot of videos on Moldavite. If you want to check those out, I'll go ahead and link my Moldavite playlist right here. And also, like and subscribe if you watched all the way through. It helps a lot, and also you can expect a lot more videos on Moldavite. I will always make videos on Moldavite because it is the top 3 best things that have ever happened to me in my entire life. And I'm so grateful, and I'm very grateful for you to be here with me on this awesome Moldavite journey. So much love coming your way. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.